Good morning and welcome everybody to this edition of SafeDefend Live. Joined this morning by my friend, my amigo, my buddy, Jeff Green, founder of SafeDefend. How are you, brother?
Good morning. Doing well. Another Friday. Chiefs and KU both play tomorrow, so it's going to be an exciting day of sports. What could go wrong?
Well, based on the game earlier this week with our beloved Jayhawks, we need to get to the next game and get a W, because that was anytime you lose. Used to be anytime we'd have a defeat to Missouri, it was hard to take. Of course, all the K-Staters always thought they were our rival. They really weren't. But you know, they got us this week. They got us this week.
Well, and that K-State team's no joke, honestly.
Oh,
I mean, they're I mean, as much as it pains me to say that, they're no joke. But we also were down three of our starters towards the end. We weren't shooting very well. There was a lot of things. It's kind of the perfect storm of wrongness for us and a perfect storm of rightness for them. So
yeah, you know, and of course, us being Kansans, me growing up there, I don't live there anymore, but you know, that K-State KU thing is always a sporty event. I've always said basketball brings out the worst in everybody. So it's always a fun time, but we'll be cheering on the Chiefs and the Jayhawks this weekend, no doubt. So
yeah, well, the old joke, if you're a KU fan, is we don't like K-State, but we hate Missouri. So
that's exactly right. Yeah, we actually fought a war with Missouri.
I think we still are a little bit even, yeah.
Well, hey, Jeff, so much has been going on at SafeDefend, a lot of great things happening. Man, I tell you, this last week and a half has been powerful. SafeDefend's been able to really help a lot of people in the great state of Ohio. Saw some great things up there going on. Why don't you talk a little about our friends in Findlay and just what happened over the last week?
Absolutely. So you know, we kicked off our first training of 2023 up in Findlay, Ohio. Gave a chance for our new director of training, Dr. Greg Vecchi, to get his feet wet and really get to experience the awesomeness that is SafeDefend training. And he nailed it, did a great job. It was fantastic. We had about 1,000 staff, other members. We had even some potential clients and superintendents from other districts came to see this. And it was really well done. I think one of the coolest things about this Findlay, Ohio training and partnership with them is how focused and how much of a model for the rest of the country they really are as far as school safety goes. They have buy-in and collaboration from everyone from the community, the staff, admin, but beyond that, from their city, their mayor is very, very involved in school safety, the fire department, the police department. It is probably the most collaborative city and school district that we've ever worked with. And that's really exciting when you see it all come together that way.
Well, and I think what's cool, you know, you talked about Dr. Vecchi, you know, and his expertise and just, man, I tell you, the guy, there's nobody better anywhere in the industry than Dr. Vecchi. You know, and I want to give a shout out to Jeff Prothy on the operations side and the great work Jeff did and the great work that Craig did. Of course, Craig, I'm getting ready to start calling him the Silver Fox. I noticed a little gray hair up there last time I talked to him, but
do you remember A-Team? You know, they had the face, you know, I think we just need to call him the face. Yeah,
that's right. But all the guys and all the other great support that poured into this with Rusty, Dan, just everybody, the whole team collaborating to pull this training off. And you know, what's exciting about it for me is we're seeing this, right? We're seeing this trend of schools, I think, in many ways, for the first time, really understanding the importance of this and taking action in that. Let me back up. I think they always understood the importance, but we're seeing action being taken, right?
I agree.
And that's exciting for us because we know at the end of the day, it's going to make our schools, our businesses, our people safer.
Yeah, absolutely. And truly, you to be able to bring all those parts in and make them work cohesively, that's not an easy task. You're talking about 3, 4, 5 separate individual entities, all with their own ideas of what, how to approach this. Being able to bring them to the table, not only with the training, but with the notification, with their emergency response, all tied together, incredibly exciting. And and like you said, we're starting to see action moving forward. This really is our goal, is to really help schools moving forward, to help them create this model.
Right.
Most school districts have a good relationship with the fire side, or they have a great relationship with the police side. But we don't see an integrated connection and working model in so many of our clients. And it's, it truly, you tie SafeDefend in the middle of the ability for law enforcement to get to the right door, that within seconds, a notification within seconds, and get them to the right place in the building, the right door to come in, staff to be able to avoid that area, get the building locked down, fire and emergency response to be able to get to specific designated areas, start setting up triage, start setting up incident command, and everybody working together. Truly, if you look at after actions on most of the tragedies, in fact, I would say all of them, it's absolute chaos.
Yeah.
It is absolute chaos because when law enforcement's responding, when fire's responding, everybody is wanting to help without a doubt. They are trying to get there, get help to where those that need it. But it is complete chaos from the communication side, from response to, where people are putting cars and fire trucks and incident commands and triage, and you're getting multiple agencies typically coming in. How do you coordinate all of that? And everybody is coming as fast as they can, driving up to the whatever door they can get to, and it is absolute chaos. And being able to bring some order to that, and have that collaboration and see how that plays out. If God forbid you have to go through that, it will absolutely make a difference, and that's super exciting from my perspective.
Yeah, and I think the feedback, of course, SafeDefend always does, I think, a great job of getting surveys and really wanting to hear from the people that have went through the training, and because it's all about continuous improvement. And I think, the feedback we're getting is, first of all, man, love this. I mean, this makes us feel so much safer, so much better, feel like we have a plan, feel like that we're in some control here, right? And I think that's the exciting thing about the trajectory of our training division and what Dr. V is really building and creating over there. Of course, we talk about left of bang, right of bang a lot since Dr. V showed up, and he's spot on right. There's just so many opportunities left of bang to have a positive impact. Yeah, you want that system because God forbid it kicks off. You got to have that immediate notification. But boy, I tell you, left of bang training's a big, big deal. And I think more and more people are seeing that too. Yeah.
And the great thing about it is, Dr. Vecchi brings it just that incredible background, and not just from his FBI experience as the chief of the behavioral science unit, but he's done a lot of research. And he really knows, what is behind the mind of these active killers. What are some things we can do to predict and intervene before we even get to this point? How do we create an environment where we're able to not only just be prepared, should God forbid something happen, but potentially intervene early enough where it never gets to the point where it becomes a crisis response.
Right.
And so, that's really, I say exciting over and over again, but it truly is. And it's really positions SafeDefend in a way to be able to say, hey, look, we're going to do everything we can on the front end. We've got the right people to be able to bring training to your staff, to be able to get you guys prepared, give you guys the tools you need to intervene, and identify, give you the background of what goes on in the minds of these individuals, But in addition, you know what? We can bring the best practices of how to survive this. God forbid if this comes knocking on your door, and what to do. And so that's why 2023 is just, SafeDefend is really positioned to be that provider of, I say the alpha and the omega from the beginning to the end. What can we do to prepare, to prevent, to identify, to support, all the way through? How do we put people in the best position to survive if something happens?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we talked about this earlier this week when we had a team call. We're in the business of saving lives.
Yeah.
I think, we talk about training, we talk about it all, but at the end of the day, the job of SafeDefend is to save lives. And I'll tell you, you guys do a great job of that. It's important work. It's important work. And boy, you've got the team, you've got the system, you've got this fabulous training, programs, opportunities to help, because the one thing to have a system, it's another thing to understand how it works.
Right.
What's your role in it? What should I do? And it's another thing to have people say, it's one thing to say, well, pay attention to your kids. Okay. Yeah. But what am I paying attention for?
Right.
What am I looking for? And that's some of that left to bang training. So,
and what do I do? What do I do if I see something that's concerning?
Right. What's the process? How do we handle this? So,
right.
Well, Jeff, I'm going to give you final words and let you share your information if you'd like to everybody, and
Absolutely.
We'll get out of here.
Yeah, no, just again, SafeDefend is really positioned to be able to provide training, notification, that full suite of support and response that's needed, and we're very happy to help. Please reach out to us. You can send an email to info@safedefend.com or give us a call 913-856-2800. Other than that, Rock Chalk Jayhawk and go Chiefs.
It's all good. I'm going to be doing both those things this weekend. I'll tell everybody watching and then those that watch later, if you want to find it, you can go to SafeDefend Facebook. SafeDefend Facebook. You can go check everything out there. You can also find past episodes of this on Second Banana Media on YouTube. Just Second Banana Media, spelled out, Second Banana Media. Great story on how that media company was named. We'll share another time, Jeff. You will giggle when you hear it.
All right.
But I encourage you to go check out all the past episodes. Great content, great information there. And as always, we look forward to seeing you next week on SafeDefend Live. Thanks, Jeff.
Have a great weekend. Take care.
Thank you, brother.